Have you seen this Ascension version of the Catechism of the Catholic Church? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome to Almost Catholic, because I used to be almost Catholic, but now I'm Catholic. And welcome. And we're going to be talking about the Catechism. You know, when I was first really seriously thinking about coming into the Catholic Church, I thought to myself, I need to know what I'm signing up to. I need to understand, because you'll be totally amazed how many people have got no idea whether they're Catholic or whether they're Protestant, what their denomination actually believes. Many people probably when they're young, Catholics, perhaps they went through the Catechism, they probably went through the RCIA or whatever equivalent of that might have been. And because we forget things, and we forget what's important and what our denomination, what our churches believe, and we can go through life just being bounced from one idea to the next because we really don't understand what our church believes. And I knew what my Protestant church believed, and for a long time I didn't agree with it. It's based in Calvinism, and I fell out with Calvin. If you know that Calvin is one of the people after Luther that really made the Reformation flourish. He had different ideas to Luther, so he didn't really work with Luther. He was a long time after Luther anyway. And he was in Geneva, and a lot of the Reformed theology in the world, whatever flavor Reformed it is and what name it goes under, is usually Calvinistic. And I had a lot of trouble with Calvin, with predestination, because not a lot of it made sense to me. But there are other things about Calvin that I learnt when I went to Cambridge to study theology, Cambridge, UK. I studied theology there for a few years, and I was in the libraries reading Calvin's original works, and a lot of things really worried me, and I just held back from it. And then when I started studying Catholic theology, all the pennies started to drop, a lot of things started making sense. And so when I decided after many years, perhaps I should become Catholic, I thought, well, I will need to really understand what I'm signing up to. I want to know the good, bad, and the ugly, and the indifferent. And so in my research, I found out that the Catholic Church had such a thing as the Catechism. So I bought a catechism for £15 on Amazon, but the writing was so tiny, it was just a headache, and I'm dyslexic. And if any dyslexics out there, you know that the words tend to move around the page. The sentences can just blur one into another. And then I was watching YouTube, I was praying about it. I said, Lord, I really want to learn this catechism, but you know, it's going to be boring, it's going to be hard, but I really want to understand what I'm getting into. And then I saw on YouTube a priest, Father Schimit. His first name escapes me, I can see his face. He's like a star in American Catholicism. He's always on stage, fantastic speaker. And he has done a Bible in a year, and I came across that by accident. And so that's interesting. And then just scrolling and Googling his name, this Catechism in a Year came up, and he's teaching on YouTube Catechism. And I watched the introductory video, and he talked about the Ascension Catechism. And the Ascension is obviously a company that they work with that produce the Catechism, but it also has a workbook with it. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. As a dyslexic, that would help me. So again, I went online, and guess what? The workbook, and you can, the sun's shining on that. I've got this beautiful sun coming through my window. It's all color coded. It's all color coded. The different sections of the catechism is color coded, and it marries in with this. I'll take this out of the box. Beautiful cover, look at that. Gorgeous. Really looks upside down to me, but I hope it's not upside down to you. It's all color coded, and the same as this. And I thought, as a dyslexic, this is doable. And then I looked at a couple of the first videos before I bought any of these, and they were only, I think the longest one was 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 12 minutes, something like that. And I thought, it's doable. Because I really need to understand what I'm signing up to. Because it's disingenuous getting up and says, yeah, I believe in the Holy Catholic Church and everything else that you're asked to confess, if I don't know what the Catholic Church talks about. And that's important about RCIA. And I've got some videos on my channel about RCIA, and I will be expanding on that. I promise I'll be actually placing the RCIA videos on there. And that really helped me. And in the RCA, they talked about the catechism. And I thought, hang on, this is the catechism, the same thing. And I thought, oh, this is all coming together. The Lord is really, really leading me. This makes sense. And one thing I love about the Catholic Church, like no other church has, is resources. It's just amazing. The resources, the speakers, the apologists, the books, the videos, tons and tons of free stuff you can get. The websites that I've gone on are just amazing with the Catholic Church. That, you know, the Catholic Truth Society, you know, just amazing resources. You're never alone. You're never founding around wondering what the heck's going on. If you do your due diligence, you'll find out. And so I started this. I was going to do a little bit once a week, and then I thought, oh, that's going to take me years to get through. This is Catechism in a Year every day. And then I started every day, and then I was going to leave my old job and become a Catholic and everything like that, and it didn't happen. I got through some of it, and then I revisited the things that the Catholic Church actually stands for through my RCIA, and then I just thumbed through this like a telephone book and read all of the sections relevant. So I decided to become Catholic. Thought, yeah, I can sign up for this. But what I am needing to do is to go through every page of this, not just to relevant sections that the RCIA was pointing me to. But I won't remember it, but I think it's important. It's like a relationship. If you have a relationship with a husband or a wife or your children or somebody, the only way you're going to get to know them is to sit down and talk. Spend time together. The only time we can have a real relationship with God is sit down and talk to him and listen to him, and because he listens to us. And I think this is like that. I've got to spend time in it to get to know it, to understand it, because I want to share it as well. I want to be able to enhance my own life. I want to be a good disciple of Christ, and I want to be able to walk with him with knowledge and understanding, and that's what the Catholic Church allows you to do. They do not tell you to check your brain at the door. It's not easy to become a Catholic. It took me, I think, about 6 months to go through the RCIA and discuss it with the priest over email. The things and there was things I wasn't sure of, and I looked up for myself and explored for myself. But that's the only way you'll gain a relationship is to make an effort and spend time. So I need to spend time with this. I want to know what the magisterium says on all things. I know all the basics and the things that I've signed up for, but there's far more than we know or understand that can help us. And these traditions, it's biblically based and based in church traditions. And that's one thing that Protestantism, which we missed, is taking advantage of all those treasured church traditions. So keep me in check. Ask me every now and again, how's that catechism, that Ascension Catechism Bible study going? It's going to be easy because it's on YouTube. You just sit and I just got to do it. I've just got to do it. I spend a lot of time in devotionals and things like that. And I should, if I make this, what do you think? Do you think if I can make this part of my devotional time, is that fair or not? Because I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, get myself a cup of coffee. I spend 45 minutes, sometimes an hour with the Lord. It depends on how long the rosary would take. And I do other prayers. But what if I included this? Would that be fair or not, or do I do it separate as a study? Anyway, let me know. Thank you for watching, and remember that Jesus Christ loves you and he's coming soon, and he draws us all into his kingdom of love and grace because he wants to save our souls so we can be with him and enjoy him forever. Well, God bless you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and to comment and to share, because there may be somebody else that you know that may benefit